Hopefully it doesn't disconnect this time. Oh yeah, didn't they add like some new payment things or whatever? I'm sure that kind of caused you. Oh, I just realized I have no sound. Hold on. No sound on my PC. I'm gonna highlight this too and probably put it on YouTube. I'm gonna go over everything. I still don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but help out. Oh, Blanky, after this, I'll give you my info. You wanna mess around? Yeah, I gotta do this all over again. Fuck. Alright. Basically, I'm just gonna go over all the skills one by one. Some will lead into each other, so I might talk about certain skills multiple times, but that's just how this class is. Entire class just chains everything off of itself. It's really, really momentum based. It's never not doing something. Part. Very high uptime, very dexterous type class. But if you get hit hard because you cough. That kind of comes par for the course. First thing I'll go. I'm gonna use the quote unquote official English names. I'm not gonna use like the actual direct translations, just to make it easier. Go with like the new stuff. This right here is your auto attack. Pretty much your bread and butter after skills and whatnot. Glyphs are pretty generic, like 15% mana regeneration per whatever. 10% chance to raise your attack speed by 10% for 5 seconds. And the power glyph is the master glyph, the rare master glyph, the one you need Desolarus Tokens, is a 15% chance for it to proc. Same stats, it's just 5% higher chance. Actually, my bad. A higher chance. I fucking read that in the wrong order. I keep Japanese spells. It's 15% attack speed for Master Glyph and 10% attack speed for the regular glyph. However, it's a 10% chance to proc regardless. The glyph itself lasts for 5 seconds. And the last glyph is skill damage. 30% for Master Glyph, the Sabix Armory and Catacombs. And 20% for normal glyph. Just like your basic 1, 2, 3 type hit. However, the middle of the skill is a multi-hit. This is what you'll get after you chain after any skill. You'll get the fast-paced part. Every hit of your auto attack also lowers the cooldown of Twin Slash, Air Step Strike, and what is it? Circle of Steel by 0.5 seconds. However, this is not on the toolbar, but it also lowers the cooldown of Decoy by 0.5 seconds too, which is your backstab. Decoy. See, the cooldown just goes down. Oh, it's going down. Thing fucking stops moving. Everything goes down by 0.5 seconds. Your auto attack also chains off of anything too. Double slash goes straight into the first hits. Same with backstab. Goes straight into the burst hits. It's pretty much the most useful auto attack in the game, period. Does pretty decent damage due to the fact that you use it a lot. Also has very good utility due to the fact that it lowers your bread and butter cooldowns. Pretty much, this is why attack speed is very, very important on Ninja, because attack speed is basically your cooldown reduction because the way your auto attacks. Anyways, moving on, the next skill is your roll has a few charges. 5 seconds if you use both charges. However, if you only use one charge, the cooldown is 3 seconds. Pretty straightforward. Use arrow keys, position where you want to go. Oh, I'm like really on Steam, dude. I can do TeamSpeak sometime though. When a glyph for the skill, Master Glyph, Desolarus Tokens. Just lowers the cooldown by 20%. Next skill is, I think, Rapid Shot. They wanted to name it, yeah, Rapid Shot. It's it's kind of a utility type skill. Pretty useful on like normal mobs, upper level leveling. It's also useful in PvP for keeping targets airborne. For targets that are airborne, the critical chance of the skill itself is 100% airborne. Very, very strong. Same thing with Burning Heart, which is your skill with the fireballs. And each hit of this procs the body chest piece HP hit. So it's really good when leveling, if you have that roll in your gear. If you're not getting priest buffs or something, why you wouldn't at this point, but just saying in general, like if you have an HP roll chest, this is really good for keeping yourself up. Glyphs also pretty straightforward. It's cooldown reduction, 15%. Normal glyph, 20%. Master glyph from Sabek's Armory. Catacombs. And this glyph is increased damage while airborne target. So 40% for normal glyph and 60% for master glyph. Catacombs. Next skill is basically just like the dash attack. If you've played Slayer or Warrior, it's pretty much the same shit. It's like headlong rush or charging slash. However, to proc the damage glyph, which is a duration glyph, so as long as you're doing something within the time limit, it'll have the effects. The 10% damage boosts to any skill you use in 3 seconds. So you can do pretty much one rotation to glyph up, do it fast enough. Which again, why attack speed is very important. However, you have to make sure you hit the target with the skill. It won't proc off hitting. I'm gonna use a Nostrum actually. No proc. I can just go hit this Basilisk with proc. Make sure you pay attention to the right corner of my screen, the power link. The entire 3 seconds. Good gap closer, good mobility. It's just an all-around, it's just a utility skill. You're not really doing it for the damage. There for the damage, it's there for the utility. Next skill is Flame Bomb, which is also another mobility skill, but it's also used to launch targets into the air. This does not work on bosses, by the way. You cannot launch your boss in the air, unless the boss itself is a normal mob type. That's pretty much the ninja's fiery escape. You are not invincible at all during the casting of it, or while you're in the air. So you can be knocked midway out of it. You need to keep that in mind for doing bosses and also for PvP. Your general rotation with that, though, if you're not using it to get away from something, is you just either launch something into the air, rapid shot, or you launch something into the air with a burning heart, rapid shot, burning heart, and rapid shot. If you're fast enough, you'll still be airborne from a burning heart, so you just get the extra air time. Your rapid shot. Let's see. Glyphs, just one. It's just cooldown reduction. 15% normal, 20% master from Sabex and Catacombs. Next skill is where we start getting into the the cheesy OP territory. This is a 1,000 cuts. Very long skill, high damage, and the entire skill, as long as you're in it, is an item. That's why its cooldown is 20. Glyphs are also cooldown reduction, 20% normal, 25%. And damage, 20 normal, 25%. Both glyphs are from Sabex Armor Catacombs. The iframe starts as when you first go invisible, after the little gap close type thing, and it ends as soon as the final slash comes out. So you're invincible, hittable, the second that slash comes out. Like when you see your little invisible cloaked self, you're basically about to become out of your iframe in like the next frame or so. So you just time it for long. You want to do the skill for the damage, but you also want to time it to where you're still like constantly doing damage on the target that you need to evade from. So instead of just standing off to the side, backing up, you just stay in, use the skill. I believe in PvP this is a stagger. I'm not 100%. I believe like Yoshi already did like a list for like all the status effects skills do in PvP, but for the most part I'm just going over PvE. General type things. Next skill is your decoy, backstab. Normal glyphs, MP, pretty useless. Skill damage, 20%. And also, this glyph, personally, I feel like it's kind of a bait, but I'm not too sure. Basically what it does is, if you have the Master Glyph, it's a 50% chance to reset Twin Strike after you backstab, or 25% without Master. However, the cooldown of Twin Slash is so low that by the time you usually backstab, it's already up. So it's kind of a wasted glyph for the most part. Or you're probably like in 1,000 cuts or something already, so cooldown's ticking down. One auto attack or whatever can do it, stuff like that. You have to play around with it to like see if you can make it work somewhere. I can't do anything on this server that would warrant that I'd be able to keep the uptime to personally use the glyph aggressively, so I'll wait till NA. See if I can make it work or something, or if someone else make it work. But pretty straightforward skill, since it also, keep in mind, backstab's lowered by 0.5 seconds every time you auto attack. No reason to not stay behind the boss, and once you get the timing down to use it as an iframe, it's pretty much just stay on bosses, unless you physically have to get out. There's no other way. This is also starting to get into super broken territory right here. Good old Fire Avalanche. This is your 3-minute. It is the strongest skill in the game, bar none. It is stronger than Baldur. Each hit is a 3-hit part. I'll go hit something afterward, but it has a very, very, very high chance to knock down. or something on things that can be CC. It's a guaranteed knockdown in PvP. 3 charges, 300 chi, 300 chi, then the last highest hit is 400 chi. So you need to watch your bar. In each set that you use the chi for has its own separate cooldown. First one's 10 seconds, and the last one you've or 3 seconds. So you can kind of hover in stuff in between the skills. So you can just like start it up, use one charge, use some stuff, use another charge, use some other stuff, or like do like one hit, try proc a glyph or something, and then use your final charge for the highest burst damage. But for the entire skill, you basically, this is the skill that you want to use everything on. Make sure you're fully buffed, make sure you have your brooch, make sure you have everything. Just go ham. The entire skill, not only is it the highest damage skill in the game, the entire skill itself is an iframe. From startup to finish is an iframe. And the second you end one part of it, you can go instantly to the other part to keep that iframe going. But also, going off of that is that you can use one charge to dodge something, just use that instead. Because as an iframe to still back damage and whatnot. Do some more hits, another hit's coming up, just use it again to iframe. Use it again. It's really silly. And glyphs, normal glyph 20% damage, master glyph 25%. I believe this is from Catacombs or Armory. Those I'm not sure. Desolarus Tokens are those. Usually Desolarus glyphs are all blue. They're all rare glyphs. Uncommon. But it depends. And the next glyph, you pretty much want this glyph, by the way. Like, if you don't do the damage, you at least need to have the crit on it. ×2 crit chance glyph, stronger than crit rate, is your overall percentage. And normal master glyph, that's from Armory or Catacombs, ×2 chance, and the Desolarus token one is ×3. So very, 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 very strong glyph. No reason to not have it in it at all. Next skill is also very balanced. It is a smoke screen. You put it on the ground. It's around 3.5 to 4 meters in radius-ish. It has a very, like, you need to be inside of it. Like, you absolutely have to be inside of it. You can't hug the line. You need to be in it. Iframe. But it is a 3-second damage immunity period. Like, you are in a permanent 3-second iframe. However, it doesn't like scripted attacks that do like forced damage or something. Say like FI hard mode. I will need to test this, but I'm pretty sure it does not work on boss of FI. I'm willing to test it. Like I'll die just to test it or not. But for the most part, I just treat it as like a normal iframe. Like if you tried the DFA, an iframe like that. But not only is it for yourself when you're in the puddle, anyone else that's on your party, keep that in mind. In your party, not raid party, will get the effect. Will get the 3-second effect as long as they're in it. So it's a party-wide iframe. So free damage, really good for fights like Chandra Manaya or the new dungeon, where you get stuck in the donut and stuff. 2-minute cooldown. Glyph to lower it to 15% and master glyph from, I want to say Desolarus token, by 25%. Next skill is just retaliate. Everyone knows what retaliate is. You get knocked down, you get spacebar, or you hit a button. I have it on space. Not really much to say about that. This this skill right here, along with Flame Wheel, is why, like the crit chance glyph. This is why Ninja is a top tier D. I don't know what they're gonna call it in English, but I'm not sure if they gave it away or like gave us a name or whatever. But basically, just channeling. It's a buff. It's like your stance buff. Think like warrior assault stance. It stacks up to 10 times. Each stack is 1% skill damage. Takes for 20 MP as long as you have it up, which is counteracted by using Infused Charm, or actually hitting mobs. It, pretty much no reason to never have this up. Stacks to 10, and it is a permanent buff as long as you do not get hit. This is why Ninja has a lot of iframes. You're basically setting up to keep this as high stacks as long as you're not getting hit, constantly doing 10% extra damage. It adds up. Pretty much like a permanent bravery potion on you. Damage part of it anyway. No other class has something like this. Yeah, I'll highlight this. If you see anyone, also this is level 65 by the way, so you don't actually get it till you ding. But if you ever see anyone without this on, please make sure to tell them to leave it on. Or if it's a fight that you're not actually kind of impossible to get hit on, and they're not like keeping up stacks, they need to. This is pretty much a good class to like test your limits, player. Just due to the fact that you want to keep this buff as high as possible. So you're doing not only you're doing top tier DPS, but you're like you're not getting hit while still doing top tier DPS. It's just not worth it to get hit to drop this at all. Next skill is, I believe it's called Air Step Strike, but in every other, pretty sure in every other region it's like triple slash. Just normal chains after, normally do double slash to provide attention. Step Strike. Normally it's not an iframe, by the way. Don't get baited by the looks. None of these skills are iframes. There is a power linked for Twin Slash to go to Air Step Strike, which is like your normal bread and butter rotation. And the power linked glyph from Twin Step Strike goes into Circle of Steel. So basically it's Twin Slash, Air Step Strike into Circle of Steel. However, Circle of Steel, I mean I'll get to this when I get to the glyph stuff, but the ability itself kind of got nerfed, so it might be better to do something else other than it. So it's kind of like an option select-ish type of skill. So say something's really close to off cooldown, but it's too short for you to waste autos trying to get to it. This is where you use that to fill the gap and then just go straight into something else. Yeah, Ninja is definitely like a combo meter type clash. Like you're gonna see very high. But yeah, glyphs, MP reduction, crit chance by 1.5 normally, and 2 times crit chance with Master Glyph, which is from Sabek's Armory and Catacombs. And again, the Power Link Glyph, 25% normal, and then 30% Sabek's Catacombs. And then here we go, Circle of Steel right here. Again, like I said, you use it to fill in the gap. Mana Glyph, Power Glyph, 25% 25% normal Master, Sabek's Armory, Catacomb, and 20% normal Glyph. And cooldown reduction 20%, which will make it line up a little bit better with Air Step Strike. However, if you're only using it as an option select, this glyph is unneeded. Again, use it to fit to your playstyle, see what works, see what's optimal. There's going to be a lot of testing being done when it comes out for your name. And here we go. Twin Slash right here. Chains normal, bread and butter. Usually the skill you go to right after your auto attacks. Also reset self of decoy. You can glyph it. Normal MP glyph. Power link into Air Step Strike. 25% normally, 30 with Master Glyph. I believe that's also Sabek's. Cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction for Twin Slash is kind of not worth. Is the fact that 1, it's really low. 2, you always have Nostrum. And 3, your auto attacks carry you. So and also during when that's down, you'd use your Circle of Steel, so there's really no point in this glyph. And then the crit chance by 2, Master Glyph from Sabex Catacombs, and crit chance by 3 from Desolarus Token. Also, again, these are all crit chance glyphs, not crit rate glyphs. So it's based off of, say you have 20. Basically, the way crit chance works, say you have 20% base. If you hit, look on the DPS meter, see that skill has 20%. If you add crit chance to that, times 2 would be 40%. Times 3, 60%. So on and so forth. Next skill, Burning Heart. This is also the other airborne skill. You can also use it without a target being airborne, but you get additional damage. Wait, with airborne. And a regeneration per hit. Normal glyph. Kind of pretty useless. About it. This glyph has 2 damage glyphs. This one is damage while airborne, 30% normally, and 50% Master Glyph, Sabex Catacombs. This one is just flat skill damage by 30%, which is a Master Glyph from Desolarus Token. Leveling up, especially off of normal mobs, Rapid Shot and Burning Heart are your bread and butter. Like, not only are the mobs permanently CC'd, it does so much damage even without Avatar Weapon that you just blow through stuff. This skill that's coming up is pretty much just like, it's just kind of there to be there. Not really that great. Shuriken Storm. It's pretty much just a knockdown. Not really much to say about it. It's just utility. Glyphs, normal MP. This one is a cooldown reduction, 20% normal. And this glyph is 3% normal HP on hit, turn to you. It's like the like the skill stat line on body and stuff. This one is flat 3% of your max. And 5% HP with Master Glyph. Sabex Armory and Catacombs. This one's your Chi charge for your Chi meter. The bottom used for Burning Heart and Fire Avalanche. 1 minute cooldown, 250 MP costs. It's not too bad. It's pretty much only used specifically for like an extended duration of Burning Heart, or you trying to set up for Fire Avalanche without building full meter. And Glyph, normal Glyph, MP. For the MP costs. Cooldown reduction, 20%. And last glyph is after you cast, 10 seconds to increase the attack speed of Burning Heart and Fire Avalanche by 30%. Normal glyph, 2 points. First glyph, Master Glyph, Sabex Armory, Catacombs, 1 glyph. It's if you have extra points, it's pretty good, especially if you're setting up for like getting off Burning Heart really fast. Just so you can either keep stuff in the air longer or just get it out to DPS because your Fire Avalanche is still down, like a boss or something. Last skill, I believe, is what got named to English as Hurricane. It's a normal throw. It draws things in, daggers them. It's really, really good for leveling up. Like, really, really good for leveling up. MP cost normally, cooldown reduction, and skill damage by 25%. Master Glyph. It's not really worth glyphing into this at all, it's just utility. It's a pure utility skill. Yeah, you only get 1 use per server. Not be able to use it again. Unless you AFK for a month or just make a new account. Last skill, pretty much is your stun. Vital Pierce. Just a small, short hit. Again, chains off of your auto attacks. Cannot be. It's not reset by your auto. MP reduction, cooldown reduction, which could potentially, it's more for PvP, but it's also kind of useful for PvE earlier on in levels if you want to stay behind the boss. You're not really fast enough to make use of auto attack into decoy. Sabek's Armory and Catacombs for the duration, or cooldown glyph, and skill damage also from Sabek's Armory and Catacombs. Very, very last skill I can't use without another person near me. Shape shifts. It just turns you into that person, pretty much. Turns you into that person. It's a PvP skill for the most part, so you can just like hide behind enemy lines, or try to like climb ladders and stuff in like Corsairs or whatever. You can't use attacks or anything. You can use items. Press F. That's pretty much all you can do. All you can use is F skills. Oh, you want to see how far it's out? Let me get a target. Okay. Alright, I'm 15 meters away. So you travel about 5 meters with it. Double slash is about 6. Don't use air step strike for mobility. It's not good. You really only want to use slash. You have to use it to move, or vital pierce. I think that's it for the skills. Oh yeah, passive. This passive is like the rest of the classes with meters. Keep your chi going, or rather, it stops it from decaying for 30 seconds. As soon as it's off, it just starts decaying, just like Brawler, just like Gunner. This this is literally the dumbest thing in the game. It increases your balance by 10%. You have 10% less chance of getting knocked down or staggered. It is completely. It is kind of useful early in the game, but for PvP it is completely useless. For PvE, in game it's complete. It's a joke, for the most part, but they needed to do something that's other than a death passive. Yeah, Battle Pierce goes into every skill, so it's really good into. It's really good into double slash. You can even auto attack out of it as well. Now that I went over the skills, I'm gonna do some basic rotations and stuff. I'll actually start off with Sun. Oh, I'm lagging. I actually couldn't do air step strike there. But basically, your bread and butter is double slash into air step strike. Using Circle of Steel is kind of just like 50-50. It just depends on the cooldown of your other stuff. Using Vital Pierce and Hurricane, kind of just depending on like what you're trying to do. If you want to make use of the dash power link glyph as well, you want to do it into double slash into air step strike. You do not have enough time to do double slash, air step strike, and circle of steel within 3 seconds. It's just not possible. So you're better off like backstabbing if you have to, or just auto attacking. Crit modifier for okay. I'll go down for critical. Highest critical is flame wheel. Times 3. Yeah, I'll go over the base crit too of the class. It's average. Base crit rate is 54 on ninja. It's a claw class, so it has very high endurance at 80. And the power is 50 base. Also, I'll show off flame wheel on this. I'll show you the multi-hit of a flame wheel. It'll enrage a little bit through this. And it'll also get knocked down. So just keep that in mind. First hit. Second hit. Third hit. None of it crit though, but that's why I said crit is sort of important on this class. Just because I'm literally like bare gear. I have like really basic gear. I actually need like an orb or something to show off like the true damage of it, but with this current gear, I can crit the very last hit of Flame Wheel for over 8 mil. Like I showed on like my Gyazo on Twitter. It's a very strong skill. For the most part, you're just weaving in your non-chakra skills while you're fighting. Just always dash. Always be doing something for the most part. It's really hard for me to dodge because my ping is like escalating between like 200 and 300. It'll be really easy to show this on NA, but I'm just trying to like give you guys like the overview. Also, if you want to be lazy, you can just smoke screen a lot of stuff. But yeah, for the most part, every single like shuriken attack chains into each other. Like its entire kit just chains into each other. Alright, that's pretty much it for like how the class plays and stuff. I'm not gonna do the like the main 5 main dungeons. You can just wait for NA for that, or check out like Area Shin or El Infanza. I'm gonna do the 1-man solo dungeon though real quick, if I even still have it on me. I'll turn this. At a high watch. This dungeon also is pretty much the new Gilly Glade. I have 2 entries without Elite on J-Terra, if they even do that stuff, so I'm assuming that Elite people will have 4 entries for this dungeon. It's very easy. You can do it in like beginner gear, because a lot of the stages involve like mechanics that you have to do rather than you just The first few though are just ram through everything. Really matter. Let everything gather up and kill them. I should probably charm. I kind of forgot. It's okay though. This one you have 30 seconds to kill as many as you can for extra point. On stage 3. More stuff. Apparently you cannot iframe this, by the way. Some of the stages are random, so some of the stuff I actually haven't done much. But a lot of it's like cheesy mechanics along with just like you killing stuff. On stage 4. I'll show the daily after I actually click it. All these stages are pretty straightforward. You just sit here, kill mobs. Occasionally there'll be some to help you, or like some like some item you have to hit. You can also roll out of 1,000 cuts. Well, you can also roll out of the animation lock. The charge. Taking the effort to cut my chat on, rip. Oh, also, braveries are 30 minutes. This one's random. It will either be like a poison circle in this floor, or they will go invisible. I'm getting stuck on something. Well. Sure, on an A server this will actually be pretty laggy, but for a JP server it's not too bad. This one's a little mini game. You need to run them through the poison. You have to run them through the poison to do normal damage. $30 as well, since the one. But for the most part, you'll usually get like random things. You won't always get the same event. Slightly random. I actually might do more damage than the barrels. So if you're geared enough, you can actually just work through that instead of using. This is the one where you have to run them through the portal though, or else you're not gonna do like any damage at all. Oh, you just have to pick the right fruit. This is literally dumb. Okay, you can pretty much you can do this or you can just let it time out. That's pretty much all this is. That way if you don't really want to lose points or anything. This is what you get at the end. Think, Shujuku's Gallery. Just a new material. And this is the new, you know how, like, you got the tokens in Island of the Dawn or whatever? This is the new version of those. and all the Island of Dawn stuff that you got, all the prices of like the Dreadnought and stuff got reduced. And this is the daily for this dungeon. 20 of the shards, 15 tier 8, and 35 credits. It may be different for us. It's pretty much easy on any class for the most part, but yeah, classes with natural AoE, it's really fast on. But every class pretty much gets rank 1. Like, it's a joke. You just kind of just do it to do it. It's just there to kill time. 4 times a day, every character, no problem. Yeah, it gets 200 gold. Also, I don't know if like our badge limit's gonna go up. Because it's 8 here. And it's 6 currently on it now. Yeah, yeah, the new items. This is all the old shit. This is all Dreadnought. All Dreadnoughts 20 weapons 20. This is all the accessories that we currently have, the captains and ships accessories. And these are just these are the non-enchantment brooches. So it's just the power, the crit, the aggro. The ones that you get off they're flawless, they're called. The flawless boxes from Dreadspire lore and what's that? KD. Yeah, there we go, KD. And this is also, instead of using Desolarus tokens on your glyphs, you can use these. It costs 50 token. These are just all the blue master glyphs and stuff. Same. It's the same stuff as before, basically. And I'll just go ahead and buy a token here. Oh yeah, one spell. We're into a spell thing. This right here. Blue token. This is what's that stuff called? I don't know what the name's gonna be, but it's basically the new patch's version of Dreadnought. However, the the weapon and body is really bad. It has no stat lines at all. I mean, I think it's okay for PvP, but for PvE, it's absolute fucking garbage. I do not use it at all. But the top line's literally MP, 4.5 flat damage, and PvP 35. That's it. You roll 1 top stat, which is like your normal rolls, and 369. And 10, 11, 12's just your normal attack speed. However, the feet and the gloves are the exact same thing. It's just that the top stat. Well, my gloves are masterworked. If I were masterworked this, instead of 9 crit rate, it would have 12 crit rate. The gloves and boots are the same. Those are fine. But the body and weapons are lacking stat lines, so they're not very good. And this is the new accessory set. And these are the regular brooches. The regular stuff we already have in regular. What's it called? Cleansing brooch. This is just all regular stuff. However, these are the new accessories. This is the crit rate one. Let me see if I can show. Crit rate. Power. I believe it's only 2 sets. It's only crit rate and it's only power. That's it. There's no healing. There's no aggro. No, I can't do any other item. But yeah, the rings base stats are the same. Well, rather the additional stats are the same as the captain. However, like the base modifier on it's higher. It's a very very small upgrade. It's just kind of something you get when you're done. Don't like rush to get it. But friendship level is just I think it tells you for the most part, but the only levels that really matter is I think like level 5 or so, where you can teleport to your. And I think the very last level where you get a title, which is "Hello, my name is." That's pretty much all it's for. It's just for a free teleport. But if you have elite, you can just travel journal or travel atlas, and also glyphs. Same glyphs, just different tokens for the. And I believe these are the new mats. And also, fucking. And you can use this to go even further beyond. Which is this is the upgraded upgrade version of the accessories. Like this is the actual high end tier. Both crit and attack. Again, no threatening, no healing. And then the cleansing bridge. Also, let me go in order, man. Like I'm just going down the list in order. Or rare breaches. Same. This don't use tokens like this. Don't use these tokens for the glyphs. And this one you can just flat out buy the glyphs. Don't do it. It's too many credits. Too useful. And again, more mats and called Ancient Wish. For the new brooches or whatever, I don't think I can show you because I'm not sure if J-Terra has yet. I'm not 100%. I mean, I can look on the broker, I guess, maybe, but like it being like in like any of the items or anything though, I don't think they are. This is also the new thing you get from like Kaladin's Dreadnought and stuff like that, like normal mode and whatnot. It's all Dreadnought. And the new accessories. And then glyphs again. It would still be useful for double breaching, however, I do not know if it puts everything. Not 100% not. I'm not sure how expensive the new glyphs, the new brooches are to craft. You would have to probably ask Story, because I don't think Japan, not 100%. The patch I know for sure that we're pretty much going to a Terrace patch, as far as I know. Or rather, like the content that we're getting, it looks like we're going to be on their patch. Maybe a little bit behind class-wise still, but content-wise, I think we should still be caught up to Japan. But that's pretty much it for like what we're actually going to get. A lot of it, I want to like test better when it actually comes out on an A that I can actually like do something at not like a bajillion MS. But the main key things coming out next patch is buff Starfall. His stats are already updated on Essential Man, as far as I know. Essentially, if we're getting both normals and hard modes, the ability to make VM7, you're not going to see for a little bit, but the option's there. Most people are just going to opt thing for Starfall because not only did it get buffs, VM7 is not really that much, depending on what class you are anyway, and what piece you're. Potentially, brooches, like you said, if we're getting it, I'm not 100%. And if you can still have the ability to double brooch, it's still worth getting another brooch. And something else. I think there's like a new Battlegrounds mode or whatever, but I'm not sure if we're even getting that yet. That's still too new. Other than that, it's just like the new hard mode dungeons, the solo dungeon, and the buffs to all the old vanguards, specifically Island of Dawn, and like adding more items to accessories more available to people. Yeah, for weapon, yeah, weapon depends for class, but body is bad due to the fact that it lacks stat. It's just flat defense. It's not good enough. The uh, the Dreadnought 2.0 suffers the same thing. Stat lines. The only real that get benefits out of weapons for the most part are tanks for VM7 due to the fact that it has quite a bit of damage, and you actually get damage for 13, 14, and 15. But for every other class, it's not really worth a grind if you already have plus 15 profile, unless you're really going for like that min max. It's up to you what you want to do at the end of the day, but it's better if you just stick with Starfall for the most part, unless your particular class has some benefit from it. But regardless of class, pretty much stay away from body. It's not good. But I think if there's oh yeah, since we're in A, still got the experience boost event and stuff, so take advantage of that if you have any new characters to level a ninja. It'll be super fast and you get a lot of free gold pretty much. Leveling from 1 to 65. And getting starter gear is made really easy. You should be able to get Dreadnought super quick. So you can do all the dungeons and what. Most important thing is to learn the mechanics. Just have some basic gear. Get insta. Oh yeah, one sec. Okay. Let's see. Things. Oh wait, what the fuck? There's PvP right? Anyways. Okay, yeah. I do. I don't see it. These are just regular brooches. This is just quick carve. And this is empowered. 15 seconds, 40 power. 15 seconds, crit rate. 50 attack speed plus 12. Doesn't look like they have it. But instead, I just see like some. That I think is their, up. That's like. Or maybe an event item or something. Yeah, this is all old brooches. Kind of overpriced, but they're all old brooches. Different economies. This is all PvP accessories. Alright, I think I am donezo's for the night. I'll highlight everything. And, like, as the patch actually hits NA and stuff, well, things and whatnot, I'll pretty much just be going straight into in-game. Once I hit 65 on Ninja, because I'll have full Starfall. I'll just need to see who's still awake at the time. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope I answered at least a good majority of the question. Good luck with the new patch, and good luck preparing for it, I guess I should say. If anyone's leveling a new character, feel free to use exclamation point buddy up, or if you're not on MT, and ask someone in chat for your buddy up codes for another server or something. And for more Ninja information, English-wise, I believe it is on GameForge. It has a little bit of stuff on it, and there will be a Ninja guide itself on En Masse Performs, the 10th. Outside of that, I think it's it. I'll be back tomorrow. Some NA Terra stuff. I'm just gonna do like dailies and see who still needs Starfall mats and stuff, but I'm gonna take it easy. Also, if anyone's like a new 65 or whatever and needs help with dungeons or whatever, feel free to ask me. Anyways, I'm done. Thanks for watching.